The 11 years old from England, Bodhana Sivanandan, became the youngest female player to beat a 2600 playout. Bodhana beat a Judit Polgar record that was unbeaten for 38 years. So let's see what's happened. Let's see the game that allowed Bodhana to become the youngest player. Bodhana played against the under-20 champion Maurizio Marc-Andrea. She played e4, she was white, and Mark played c5. So Sicilian defense, knight f3, he played e6, g3, knight c6, bishop g2, knight f6, knight c3, d6, so the Scheveningen variation, d4, c takes d4, and knight takes d4. Here has been played the main line, bishop d7, and white castle. Bishop e6 for black, because black want to castle too, so white continue developing pieces, he putting the rook on e1, so black castle. Knight takes e6, bishop takes e6, bishop e3, and a6. This position is pretty equal. Here white decided to push the pawn on e4, and black played rook c8. Rook c8 seems an inaccuracy because here white could play something like a5, and after, for example, queen c7, bishop b6 is a strong move because force black to play queen d7. But in the game has been played a different move because after rook c8, white didn't play a5, but she played queen e2. So black continue with queen a5, rook e d1, rook f d8, and d4, h6, and here the first mistake for white because she played e5, d takes e5, bishop takes d5, they trade many pieces, and here has been played queen b4, rook takes d8, rook takes d8, and here seems logical, but it's super hard to play rook a3 because after that one white can play something like rook b3 attacking b7 pawn, but that's super strange, and in this position white decided to play rook b1 defending b2 pawn. Black continued with knight e7, he wanted to attack the bishop, so bishop f4 and knight c5. So black replaces this knight, knight is going to attack this pawn, so now bishop not defending the knight as before, so it's not possible to play b3, for example, and for that reason white decided to play queen f3, saying okay, if black wanna take this one, knight takes, and queen takes on b7, so position can be equal for both players. But has been played a different line, so black here played rook d7, b3 because now the knight is defended by the queen, so g5 attacking the bishop, and bishop c1. Here probably bishop e5 was much stronger, probably white didn't want to see something like that and didn't want to replace the bishop in this diagonal problem. So bishop c1 has been played, g4 attacking the queen, so black push all the pieces, queen e3, bishop g5. Seems black is in a good position, in a better position, queen is attacked, so after removing the queen from here, for example putting the queen on e1, black if he wants can trade the bishops too. So has been played of course queen e1, but black didn't trade because this bishop is much stronger than the bishop on c1. So black replaced the bishop on f6 attacking this knight. Knight cannot be moved, otherwise black will win the queen, so has been moved the bishop on b2 defending the knight. And here has been done the biggest mistake of the game that allowed Bodhana to win the game because Mark played queen b6. Queen b6 seems logical to be played because after b4 and queen takes b4 there are many options for white. One of them is knight at d5. That is the move that has been played during the game. That's a sacrifice, a super incredible move. And let's see what's happened with all the moves possible for black in this position. If black will take the knight, he will lose the queen and probably he can resign. If black will play queen takes e1, seems black will win the queen for free. But that's not true, because white will play knight take f6, check, so he's forced to move the king. King g7 is one of the possibilities, but after knight takes is discover check, and black will take the queen one move after. But if black will play, for example, the king on f8, is the same. Knight takes d7, black has to move the king, or has to capture the knight, and here white will win the queen and probably will win the game because he's a queen up. So what black can do in this position? During the game, Mark decided to sack the queen, so he decided to play queen takes b2, of course rook takes b2, bishop takes b2, so a rook and a piece for the queen, knight b6, queen c7, and queen b4, double attacking two pieces, the knight and the bishop. So black played bishop g7, queen takes g4, knight d7, knight c4, knight f6, queen e2 defending well everything, knight d5, knight d6, knight d7, knight e4. Here has been played knight c3, and after this one and this trade, queen c4, and black resigned. But why he resigned? Because, for example, if he moved the bishop, I don't know, like this one, is check and he can win the rook one move after. But if black defend well and he play the bishop here, check is also possible. Black can defend because now the rook is defended by the bishop, but white can take a pawn, probably can take also this one, and that's an easy endgame for white. If you like the video, don't forget to follow me, don't forget to like the video, and guys, see you on next video.